Nice.
What's up, guys? It's REV again. I'm really sorry I haven't done a video for about 2 weeks. That wasn't my intention. 2 weeks ago, I was down in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. Ocho Rios, 8 Rivers, whatever the fuck it is, Jamaica. And I had some footage I took from a place called Luminous Lagoon down there, which is a cool, glowing type of algae. Look it up, it's pretty neat. Anyway, unfortunately, the GoPro did a really crap-ass job of capturing that footage, and none of it turned out, so I had to toss it. And then, as soon as I came back, I ended up sick as fuck with the flu. Yay, go winter in Wisconsin. But I'm feeling a little better today, and I wanted to get a video out to you guys, at least before Christmas here, just to let you know that I'm super, super proud of everything. I'm super glad a lot of you guys have been able to join the channel. We went over 250 subscribers, which again, I know it's not a lot for a lot of the bigger channels out there, but it's more than I thought I'd ever have, so I'm gonna go with it. But to bring you guys a quick video, I just wanted to share with you a really easy way that you might be able to get GoPro mounts and adapters on the cheap, maybe if not free, if you got friends or you were good at social engineering. So, how do you do this? Well, as you know, GoPro makes its own line of adapters that fit the little GoPro stud base you screw on there. However, Sony tried launching a line of action cameras, as have other companies, that didn't go quite as well. And what I found out a few weeks ago from Sandwiches was that they were taking down most of the displays in Best Buy stores. This was a few weeks ago now, would have been, let's say, mid-November. They were taking down, they were taking down a lot of the stands and displays for these, and that meant there were a lot of open box items and shit just being tossed away from these display items. What I found is that you can make this stuff work with GoPros and maybe even other action cameras for free, if not for cheap. Everything I got for free because they were just going to throw it out. So let me show you guys what I got and explain how it might work for you if you can go find them yourself. So on the table in front of you here, I've got 4 items that came from that display. On the left, I've got a sort of strap mount here with this awkward sort of top plate. I've got this little adapter plate. I've got a variable head and this mount. And as you can tell right away, if you look at, for example, this mount, the attachment style is pretty similar to what we've seen on the GoPros, that slide lock kind of rail base, except it doesn't fit the normal GoPro 2-prong. What it uses is this right here. This right here is the Sony action cam, and I honestly don't remember what that action camera is called. I'll put it up. This is its base. It uses a similar sort of 2-finger squeeze lock retainer, kind of like the GoPro does. And what it does is it clips into those mounts same way, just like that. I don't even know if I can do it one-handed. Let's see. God, they're fucking hard to use. That might be why they got discontinued. They're kind of a pain, but you'll see why they're useful. The first thing you'll notice, and this is the big thing, is that right on it, it has a 1/4-20 threaded screw. And you could actually pull that out if you wanted to. That means this will work with any 1/4-20 adapted base for the GoPro. For example, I've got one sitting over here. Here is a regular GoPro. This is the Hero 3 housing with the regular 1/4-20 adapter base. This will fit right on to the Sony base and screw down on top of there, meaning with that adapter, all of these accessories should work just fine. I'll show you guys what I rigged up, and it's not the perfect solution, but keep in mind, none of this cost anything, and I'll add up the costs to buy all these accessories from GoPro if you actually were to do that yourself. So here's a slightly different view of that 1/4-20 base adapter, and the issue is, you'll see this right here, this little stabilizer pin will interfere with the GoPro when you try to screw it on, and I'll show you what I mean. The base itself hits right on there, and it won't go all the way down. You have a couple options. You could, if you wanted to, trim that off. Again, this was free or cheap, and it might be worth it to do that. However, I haven't done that yet because one of the other things I got for free kind of helps it out, which is this. This is the Sony 80B BH1. Now again, I don't know the original kit this came with, but it is a 1/4 turn, barely, snug, quick adapter. swivel head. Quarter turn locks not only the rotating base as well as the whole top, which again has the same quarter 20. Because I didn't trim off the base on the lower, what I've done is simply screw this onto the existing quarter 20. There we go. And now you have a multi-directional pivoting head with a very simple quarter turn lock on it. So with that attached, we can then try this basic setup on these slide locks that we got on these other two mounts. Now, these mounts are pretty similar to the ones GoPro released. This one here on the far left side that I'll bring up is a strap mount. It's got an adjustable point here at the back, and it's a semi-stretchy material with one very stretchy section. The idea being you can tighten it around something without going so tight you kill your circulation. I use it as a head mount, and I believe that's what it's intended for. It's got this very interesting little padded reinforcement plate here. At first I didn't know what this was for, but once you put the weight of a camera into it, what it does is it prevents the strap from rolling under itself and making the camera kind of flop down and point towards the floor. I like that. The quality's pretty good on it. It adjusts easily. It can't go super large, but it fits around a head, a bicep, a quad, maybe even a waist of like a 15-year-old girl, but that just sounds really creepy to say. And in my case, it would definitely not fit around my waist, so I'm gonna call it a head mount. Again, the same base snaps right into the lower, and I'll see if I can do it one-handed. That's kind of the hard part. Yeah. Ah, God damn it. Come on. Okay, so it's kind of a bitch to get into the base. Maybe that's why they don't make them anymore, but it's in the base now. Fucking phone. It's in the base now, and it's securely mounted, and we have the unlimited way kind of adjustable head here. You can put the GoPro onto it if you wanted to, screw that on top of there, and then you're left with a pretty much infinitely adjustable head mount. You will see the downside of this. The slight rise in here means that camera is going to be sitting pretty far up and out. So here's the case on top of it, and you will see that it does put the camera up pretty high, which is a little unusual, but because of the adjustment on the actual little screw there, it falls over. You can lay it down pretty much at any angle you want to, along with the adjustment on the thumb screw to, you know, pitch or yaw forward or however you want to do it, and then lock it in place pretty simply right there. Now that would put it at kind of a downward angle. This would be perfect for GoPro porn? I'm not sure. It'd be perfect for something, but the fact is it exists and I got it for free just to let you guys know. Now the exact same thing goes with this mount, and this I do know what it's for. This is a wrist mount that I believe is actually for diving. It's a little uncomfortable on your wrist because it's got this rubber liner here, but if you're wearing a long sleeve shirt or something, it's not bad. It does kind of pull at your skin. This uses the same receiver on top from the other setup, simply clips right in. Again, the height of the mount does become a little bit of an issue if I were to swap it over. However, it works pretty well. I walked around this with on me in Jamaica for a little bit. It was fairly comfortable. The camera didn't move around terribly, and the biggest thing is I got it all for the price of $3.99.
I'll give it to you for $3.99.
So it's a quick video, guys. I know it's not super detailed or has graphics or a lot of the other fun shit or really editing that I like to do, but I wanted to show you guys something quick so I could get a video out for this week. In a way, if you go on eBay right now, you can get a lot of these mounts super cheap, as well as going into Best Buy stores for open box items, display items. Occasionally you can even talk to somebody that works there and see if they have any old displays or anything they're willing to sell or just give you. A lot of time from what I've seen, if it doesn't have a SKU and you want it, they might even give it to you, or they'll just make up an open box price for it and sell it to you for pretty cheap. So I know it isn't the most detailed thing on the planet, and I know it wasn't super tech or super produced, but I wanted to get a video out for you guys again, just so I could have something for this week to thank you guys for watching, so you stay tuned to my channel. And these, you can get them for free, you can get them for cheap. Go to your local Best Buy, ask them if they got open box, ask them if they got anything lying around, they might help you out. Until next time, guys, I do have more legitimately made videos for you with editing and all that fun stuff. coming up very, very shortly. Gonna get out to some ice racing here that I'll be filming, which will be pretty fun. Got a bunch of new camera gear coming for Christmas, which I'll review, as well as a bunch of the other stuff that I usually do. Got some shoe reviews coming for you. Some pretty interesting stuff. I got a jewelry review I want to do for you guys. So I'm going to go sleep off the rest of this cold because frankly, I still kind of feel like shit. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hard every day, every night now. Can't back down without giving the fight now. Need it like yesterday, but right now we suffice in the middle of the crowd. Turn it up loud, lights in my eyes, towel to the